Let's begin with a meditation. Let's rub your hands, activate them. Feel the contact. Imagine if you had little tentacles. We'll be talking about that a little at the second half of class. Breathing in and just activating the skin of your head, activating your face, every part of you touching. We've talked about the slime a little bit of fish, and certainly jellyfish are very gelatinous, slimy creatures. But if you've touched like a moon jellyfish, they are so soft and they won't sting you. So touch your skin. Be glad we don't sting. It's a nice thing about humans. Imagine if we stung each other. Be a different world, wouldn't it? And of course, our words can sting. Our teeth can bite. We have nails that can scratch. But in general, the human being is very kind of a soft creature, really. As you stroke yourself, you can appreciate your skin. And our skin is not as thick as a lot of other animals. So that's another thing to think about, how sensitive our skin truly is, which is one reason we wear clothes. And then stroking down the back and then around the belly. And when you stroke around the belly in a clockwise manner, think about the jellyfish where they have this mouth that's also the anus. And if you think about your belly button as sort of this interesting, sort of energetic mouth in a way. The old brain, the guts are in there, connecting to the belly. And this helps us appreciate our connection to all life, stroking the belly. There's these smooth muscles in the intestines that are very much like the jellyfish in their movement, undulating movement in the belly. And then take your hands again, open on your thighs, on top of your thighs. And we're just going to make a pulsing movement with the diagonal, with the bottom of your right foot, just reaching a little with your toes and combining this movement with the breath. And so this will be an active meditation today where you kind of take your shoes off, you have shoes on, and then just grip the floor a little bit with your right foot and then relax. And then with your left hand, you can either have it palm down, which might make it easier today instead of palm up, but you can also do it palm up. So either way, you can, if you repeat this lesson, this meditation lesson, you can do it either way. Let's do it down today in this moment. Let's do it down and just take the right foot and the left hand and together make a little squeezing motion that's very soft, like a kitten, soft, and then release. And as you release, see if you can allow your shoulders to rest, close your eyes, and then just breathe normally as you make this little motion. Don't necessarily try to time your breathing with this at the moment. And just slow it down so that the toes and the fingers spread as they open. The jaw is relaxed. And see if the groin in the pelvis can soften as you make this just slow, slow pulse with the diagonal, the left hand and the right foot. Soften in the belly. And in the background, notice your breathing. Just let yourself breathe however you breathe. This slow pulse. And now leave that. Notice the difference between the right foot and the left, between the left hand and the right. And now do that with the right hand and the left foot. Make a slow pulsing. And for some people, it's hard not to move the right foot, but just move the left and slowly release. And it's a process to feel the right hand and the left foot at the same time. So notice that. Slow it down. You may notice with your breathing, there's even a pause sometimes between the inhale and the exhale. And the pulsing in your foot and hand don't need to be exact like a metronome. There can be some variation in the timing. Just like the wind has little gusts, your movement is responsive to the environment. Okay, and leave it and just rest and feel the difference. And if you'd like to repeat this and stay longer, you can stop the recording and spend longer in this meditation, or just sit quietly without the movement. But notice now the contact with your hands and feet and the belly. Is the belly softer? Is the mind more quiet and aligned with your body? This ends the meditation.